Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter Matariki Park's DLC, where we might be on to the final episode for the series, just with the ideas of what we might be moving on to. I will see what comments come in for the series, if any, and if there's any requests to want to see more Matariki Park or going after other species, I can easily keep going to that. But if there's not really any care or interest to that, I'll probably switch us back to slotting in Prehistoric Hunt as our next hunting weekend series. Okay, scared a bit off there. We got whitetail up there, Rocky Mountain elk. Oh, good lord, sounds like everything's kind of freaking out. I'm just going to hop back in here a moment. Okay, so that looks like that might be whitetail running off. I was just trying to see if I could find cicadere, because we need to harvest 2 of them for this next task to try to open up another hunting area. Oh, that is an adult sika. Okay, at least I know where they kind of are going off to. Okay, you're still just like... Actually, was that a wild boar? No, feral pig. Okay, I was going to say, is it after I've gotten the wild boars, all of a sudden now they'll become common and plentiful? Okay, but we also have a little herd of red deer down there. Actually, maybe not so little, as I'm trying to look through it. I know they need a... I do have a red deer collar. Now, is that something... There is just the 1-star adult male in the group there. I wonder if it's something I should try to go for. It's like, yeah, there's not really all that much in there. I try going for him, and that might give the cicadere that we saw running off a little bit of time to regroup and do what they will. The only issue with this group is trying to get into a good spot. Ooh. Moving a little too quickly, apparently, for them. I guess your elevation only works when you're inside a hunting tower. And the wind... Okay, no, the wind's not really blowing towards them. So you've got the one we want, and then the trio of stooges behind them. I like how the one basically just, doesn't really care. Okay, they're changing up a little bit. Just going to see if I can try to inch my way down. This is a very steep area. So I'm hoping we won't take fall damage if we do... Ooh. God, they are really, really wary. See, this kind of does make me feel like maybe crouching and moving, you are more susceptible to the animals, seeing you and, going after you. Well, maybe not going after per se, but, they detect you more easily. Okay, it says everybody's calm, but I still have a lot of looks going my way, which I don't exactly like. I wonder if that call was basically no, we see danger, you know what, everybody just walk along this way, don't go that way. Again, rifle hunting is so much easier. Yeah, now... I'm not sure what I should do here. I mean, I know I saw the sika running this way. I have no idea if they would try coming back or not. And with this red deer herd that I would... I mean, if I could try to call and pull them out to me, we'll try going for them, but I think they might even already be gone. Oh no, that's just a whitetail. I don't care about that. We got ourselves a whitetail last episode, so we'll pass on that chance. Yeah, I hear the red deer back there. I just don't know if they're, like, kind of being wary of the need zone and aren't going to go near it, or I basically scared them off from here and they aren't going to be around here at all. I'll keep trying to work my way down and see what they do. I know at least beyond them, I can try following the river and see if maybe I can spot a couple of sika. Well, we've also got... Oh. Okay. Went for a little bit of a slide. Didn't intend to go down that far. Well, at least not slide all the way down. I got some noise from up there, too. So let me see if I can just get a little bit more down and just kind of glance up and down along the riverway here. I do think the the red deer herd are not going to be coming back down here. I feel like maybe I didn't fully scare them off, but I think I might have caused enough tension or wariness from them that they kind of skipped coming here for a drink. So I don't really see any of them coming back out of the wood area there. See, I think alerting them the times I did just kind of basically made them say, it's not worth sticking around here. And the sika I did see run off, I haven't seen coming back, so you know what? We're going to trek our way back up the hill. We'll hop in the vehicle and go for a drive and see what else we can... Oh, don't tell me I can't get back up from here. Actually, truth be told, I think I legitimately can't move out of this. Okay, there we go. Now I think I'm out. I guess the hill was so steep that it slid me down. I got stuck on the tree there, but yeah. Not gonna be able to go down there. But how steep this is, maybe it's just worth it to actually fast travel. I'm just going to fast travel back here and take the vehicle out again. I'm trying to remember everywhere I've seen the sika deer. I mean, there is... I guess I could try going out to a footpath up here, because there is apparently a large water body that maybe a lot of things would go to for a drink up here. Oh, yeah, it's... You basically have your own private little lake all the way up here. Even if I don't find anything immediately on the shores... At least maybe I can get some need zones and get an idea of, like, what else could be in the area. So yeah, let's check this out, see what we can find here. And then we'll probably plan our next steps from that. There are quite a few animal trails. We do actually have Elka Trail here. Now, we might be able to get a little bit of rabbit hunting in. I would like to get the Sika deer in order to keep working towards this new area to open up. Well, we got wild boar that like to feed around here. Oh, just some geese. And actually, looks like an even, like, little campsite. Yeah, a little shoreside camp. Oh, wild duck like to come in here rest. Oh, that is what I'm after. I didn't even know they were across the way there. Yeah, that is one of the things that I might recommend not playing the Way of the Hunter at, like, anything beyond, like, the normal difficulty level. Just because, again, for, like, only being upright and walking into this area, with them being all the way across the water at, like, 120 meters out, I don't know if they would have sprinted off like that. I could see them being alerted and, like, standing still for a while, but it does feel like the animals get to a point of being too skittish to do anything other than just really far spot, really far shots. And to me, that doesn't really make the game more difficult. That just kind of means you have less ways of playing it. Again, it's just my own personal take for, like, the experiences of it, but I would probably recommend, when it comes to free hunting and just enjoying yourself, don't worry about, like, cranking the difficulty up. Because it certainly hasn't done anything to... I'm truth be told, the payoff is really all subjective to whatever you're after there. Although I am grateful that these guys didn't run off as far as I thought they might. So all this time I've been having trouble finding Sika, and apparently they were just a little walk down the hill to the north. Let me see if I can call that in. We'll see if the low fitness works. Though it looks like he's laying down right now. Yeah, maybe everything above 2-star counts as high fitness. See, he doesn't really seem all that perturbed by that. What about 2 stars? You count as high fitness then? Nah, you just don't really care. Again, if I really wanted to, we would just easily pop him for a lung shot with the rifle. I would like to try to get some bow practice in if possible. Nope. Some rising up though. So maybe now if he's standing, we'll be able to figure out what he's more interested in. Looks like it's going to be a case of neither. So I might have to go with the rifle for taking him. It's like, truth be told, he's at about 120. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, the best zero to use here. That was a good heart shot. I know it's going to scare the rest off, but since none of them were coming in, I figured I might as well take the one opportunity I was given. And now, This could give me a chance of getting another one if I don't push and just kind of sit around the area. Because sometimes the animals will return to the need zones if you just wait them out. So I'm kind of leaning, maybe what I'll do is I'll harvest him and just kind of sit and wait around this area here where he was. And maybe the others will come out with enough time. There's a little bit of a... It can be difficult working the need zones too, because like this is definitely a watering hole for them. But the thing is, there's kind of like a radius around the water that they could like fill into. And what I mean by that is, say on the map, I was hoping to see like there would actually be like one of their need zones pop up here. But let's say it's like this, where it says, okay, this is a watering spot. But what that means is there's a circle around here. So the animals don't actually have to go right to the actual water on the map. As long as they're in that circled radius, they could basically stop and be drinking. Which is kind of weird when you think about it, like, realistic sense-wise. But game-wise, it does make sense that's how it could operate. So that's one of the things you have to try to think of and work around for, like, okay, maybe this is why the others weren't coming out, is they were drinking back there, but it doesn't mean they have to come right to the water's edge to do so. Oh, and that was a... If it was a little lower, it would have been a perfect shot, but it was still a very decent one nonetheless. So we clipped through the heart and got, looks like, double lungs with it. Oh, actually, hunt rating went down. Isn't this a... See, this is the problem again. This is supposed to be a tier 5. It says it's a tier 5, but it still gave us the negative because we were too close with it. Again, it can be hard to piece together, okay, how does the game want to be played? And it's a lot of cross-referencing of, does this work for this? And does this still qualify at these ranges? That is where I still admit the kind of arcadiness of Call of the Wild, the Hunter, does have some merits, comparatively. I'm just going to investigate a few of these spots and then figure out what our next steps will be. I haven't heard any other cicadere calls. I don't know if the rest of the herd that it's of that one we just got with decide to completely run off. I thought I was hearing footsteps. Well, it might just be the trees creaking and that in the wind. Alright, that's wild boar. We don't really care about them. We're just going to try to inch our way a little bit through here and see. I wonder if that's a game that I should also go back to, though, is... After we do prehistoric hunt, since we still will be on a wait list, well, not a wait list, but we will have to wait out the next DLC release for the Hunter. If I should boot back up Call of the Wild, the Hunter. It's like one of the issues I had with the game is whenever it would release new updates or new DLC, it could be like 20 gigabytes you'd have to get downloaded and updated the game for, even if you weren't going to ever touch any of that new data. But now that I do have the better networking, that might not be so big of an issue any longer, so it might be a game I could return to. And with the ability to do much longer videos now, that would also benefit that a lot more, I think, as well. So it could be an idea I'll keep in mind, and we'll see once we figure out like how this series is going to come to its close. There haven't been too many comments or interest really shown for Way of the Hunter aside from likes, so it's probably going to be the case that this will just be the last weekend to wrap this little DLC series up. It has been, I think it might be one of our shortest ones we've ever done, but it also isn't one that has had like the most unique of content, since again, it's red deer, whitetail, fallow, wild boar, feral pig, quite a bit of the roster we've seen before. Okay, but I do think the Sika deer have run off to somewhere else. But I think I am just going to try to crouch and work our way through the woods a little bit more. What are these tracks? Wild boar. Yeah, no, we don't really care about that. That I'm pretty sure are just the wild boar, because we've heard calls from that direction from them. Boar droppings? Nope. Apparently New Zealand red deer are also through the area. Yeah, more tracks from the red deer. Let me just... Okay, it looks like things might open up as we get out of here, so let's just see what we're dealing with as we pop our head out this way, because we still do have a lot of territory that is Rotohori. Admittedly, I don't mind popping another Sika quickly just to continue advancing us along to get more stuff done. Yeah, it looks like it's opened up a bit more. And it doesn't get too dense, but I think it's just because we're kind of at the... With the elevation of the hill we're on, we're basically at the point where it's all the branches and the canopies of the trees. That's why it looks a little more dense than it really is. Yeah, so we got the wild boars back that way. We're not going to worry about them. That, however, is far enough off that we're going to investigate that if we can. Because that is our Sika deer. Or at least a Sika. The only problem is, it is looking into a bit of a dense area. That says about 100 meters out. I'm going to try and see if I can use a low fitness call and maybe bring one to us. I know this only works for males, and what we just saw was a young female. But if she is part of the group that we saw with the male at the watering hole, my thinking is that it should, Oh. Okay, where was that from? I think that was a red deer call, but I don't see where its origin is. Okay, but we'll just keep trying to call and see what we can bring in. Okay, that's further up the hill than I was expecting it to be. Maybe that'll work for us. So yeah, let me just try to think here. They are up there. We'll just keep crouching and going and seeing how we can go. Just kind of work our way slowly. I mean, from her call, she's going to be too far out for us to be able to, really get her, but maybe we can still get to a point where, like, we can try to bring them in. Or even just see them and try to take a shot. So let me just kind of work and inch our way along. Okay, so that's... yeah, the red deer are pretty far off there. I think I might have to try speeding things up a little bit just to see how it goes. Oh, got another little path here. Now, the wild boar are over there. So, with the way the wind's blowing, I think I'm going to try going more to the right here, so that way maybe I can get out of the scent blowing towards the cicadere. And it does look like it opens up to another bit of easier to spot through terrain. So let me just try climbing up here and we'll see how this all goes and looks. And a bit of a drink in. And work our way slowly along. Yeah, so we got more tracks and things left behind from them. Okay, I think that's just the red deer. Okay, it's really opened up here now. Just going to try to slowly inch our way out. And see if I can even get a peek down the hill. Oh. Okay, I don't want to be too hurried here, just because with it being the hill in the way, I don't know if they might pick me up before I can even see them. But with hearing her making noise... I'm going to try to go over here. All I need is a visual. As soon as I get that, I can easily plan out our next steps from there. Whether that's quickly grabbing the rifle and homing in to take a shot, or trying to call something out. Unfortunately, they are sticking to the densest stuff they can find, though. I could try another call and see if we get a reply at all. Yeah, the boars are back that way. The call we heard was just back behind all this here. Oh. Okay, there we... oh, actually, I'm kind of surprised. There's another 2-star. I mean, we were only... I think we are just... I can't tell if I'm looking at the butt or the front. Oh, again, it's pretty... There's quite a bit in the way, so I can't tell for sure. I think we are looking at the back side? Or maybe it's the front. No, we were looking at the front. No, maybe it was the back side, but I can see it's like going opposite direction of us now. I'm just going to use this for a little bit of possible camouflage. Yeah, see, it's wanting to leave. No, or not. Oh, actually, hang on, he's kind of trotting here pretty quickly. We might be able to have something with the bow. I don't know if he's coming back because of, like, the others here, or it's actually the call that's drawing him out, but... Let's see if we can get another bit of practice in with the bow. No, I think it was just... Yeah, I'm going to have to use the rifle for sure on him. Yeah, that's a lung shot. He's showing visible signs of, like, the injury. So I don't think... Yeah, didn't think he would be getting too far on us. We'll reload that. Go collect him. And then we should be good to stop back at the cabin and see what the next objective is. But that is, or should be, another one taken care of. Then yeah, it's not too far back to the cabin for fast travel. I would have loved to have used the bow, but again, the caller's finicky for working with them for sure. I do at least like that you know there is a set range of within 150 meters, that's where they do get picked up and will, like, take effect. Oh, actually expires quickly, so we might have actually even gotten a bit of the heart with that hit. So I think it was just lung shot. It would have taken a while before he went down, but if it's saying that... Again, some of these hits can be really weird for, like, what counts as will be lethal and what ones won't be. So I swear I've gotten lung hits that have had more to them than this. Or maybe not. Because I guess, yeah, so the entire path of blue there actually means that's into the lung. So I guess that one was a pretty... Oh, but again, low hunt rating. Okay, at least that's done. Let me fast travel us back here. And we'll see how this kind of goes through for us. Because, yeah, it looks like we might have one more to do. And depending on what it's after, it might be quick or it might be slow. Let's see what they have to say. Hunters, it's that time of the season, another red deer culling call, with the model proposing we deal with an abundance of promising young stags before they destabilize fragile balance of the local ecosystem. I understand you may find this call problematic, but hear me out. After all, it's not like in the 70s, when our dads would jump out of copters to hold stags captive and shoot down their competition. Since the deer wars, things have gotten much better, and I wouldn't ask you to do this unless it must be done. My old mate Sam would say it's wrong and that we must always follow our intuition. But what if intuition fails us? What if our minds fail us and we just don't see the big picture the numbers are clearly showing? If the model says we need to deal with these particular stags, who am I to argue with it? Do I know nearly enough about the ecosystem, or am I just not willing to admit that machines are superior to me in some ways? Don't let your hunter pride stay in the way of objective natural imbalances. Take responsibility and fix them, Hunter. If not, you can always just purchase a hunting permit for my grounds. I'd appreciate the contribution as the money would directly fund my research. Urkel. Oh. Just harvest one young red male deal with fitness level of 50% or higher. That sounds like the easiest objective yet, because, like, we've had no trouble finding young red deer. Now, of course, if they'll qualify for that 50% fitness is another matter. But, like, just trying to take a young one shouldn't be any issue for us, really. And that means I can just go to, I think, any tier 6 rifle and just take a simple one down. And this is the last one to open up the area. That's kind of a nice, easy finish for us. Although, that said, we still do have to find the herds and make sure that they are the corresponding criteria to it. But just to be sure, let's get ourselves out the... Is it the long range? That's a tier 6? Yeah, we'll get the long range. Which, I think we have the... Yeah, we got that on it. Oh, and then I guess scared off a few wild boar. Or feral pigs. We know both are out here. So let me just kind of think of where I have seen the red deer populations the most. I think my best bet is going to be going across the little bit of a bridge and water there. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I gotta remember, PC can handle the game, but not loading too much too quickly at once. That causes a little bit of issues. I think if we take the right here, we should be fine. I don't see any rabbits hopping about, so we shouldn't have to worry about roadkill. We don't need the boars on the left. They can go do whatever. We'll just get that across there. Oh, come on, I am... I wonder how far out he is, because if he's just going to stand there... Actually did hit him, which I'm surprised at, although... Looks like it was just a body shot. And what I'm really after... is, yeah, them back there. Okay, it does say they're alerted, and I do have to try to find a young one. I think if I give them a little bit of time, they should calm down. I can check out the herd a bit better. But there is a bit of a weird bug where if you hop out of the vehicle and you try right-clicking to bring up, like, your binoculars or something... They have problems with it, and you just kind of get, like, stuck at... You hear it like it's trying to raise up, but they don't move at all. Yeah, they've all calmed down. So I just need to check out the herd and see if I can even find a young male in there. It's like, it looks like it's... Oh! Actually, that guy right... Oh, it sucks that... Oh, no, that's a 2-star mature I'm looking at the butt end of. So that's a 2-star mature. And that's an adult male. That's adult male to his right. And I think it's beside him. Yeah, beside him is a young male. And it looks like right up here is where I got the shot on the... that whitetail. Yeah, it was just a body shot. Gotta remember. I thought I would try a long shot just in case, but... I'll plunk that down just to come back to. Yeah, we'll try to clean him up this episode if possible, since... I think the criteria should be pretty easy to meet. I'm just trying to see if I can view... any of them that are like, okay, I could say like, just from a visual, yeah, he'll be 50% fitness. Like, nothing is really sticking out to me for that. Like, that's a young one, that's an adult one, that's another young one. That's an adult. Thinking the guy standing right there is going to be the one I'll try taking. So we want 200. Or should I go for that guy right there? Now I'm trying to look at the antlers to see which one might be better. It's like this guy... Okay, that's the one who's been hit. I'm guessing he will go down from that. I just gotta give him a little bit of time. Yeah, when it comes to using the compound bow, gotta remember to not try the long shots when you can't even make the short shots. Yeah, so we'll see if I was able to pick out a decent specimen for the young or not. I mean, if I really wanted to be accurate, what I could have done was try closing the distance using the high fitness call and see if anything did come in. I would have known that's qualified for it. That also would have meant having to try to sneak up and get into a good area to be able to still see the full herd and then start calling them in. I'm just going to head up here, check and see what the wound report is, or like what the blood trail origin analysis says, and then we'll hopefully go up over that hill and maybe find him down. So I have to imagine this was at least a lung shot. The placement might not have been as good as like some of my other shots, but I feel pretty confident that was a vital. Yeah, it was. Okay, if that's the case... let the pigs all make the noise they want. I think it's the wild boars are the possibly retaliatory group. I saw... Okay, it's probably just more tracks. Yeah, no, it's actually... Oh, there he is. Yeah, I haven't been charged by any of the feral pigs, I don't think, while we've been out here. But the wild boar, I think, have a chance where they will turn aggressive and come after you if you do injure them. Are you at least 50%? Yeah, actually, trying to place the heart from behind is pretty tricky, but good news is I can at least place the lung pretty steadily. Oh, you're kidding. Only a little over 2%, or a little over 2% away. So you unfortunately don't qualify, which means I have to try to get another one and see if that will count. Now, I have no idea how far the red deer herd might have moved off. I know there were, I think, a few other young males in that group. Okay, I've got a couple of things making noise. That's a whitetail, but I'm wondering if that might be our wounded one. It says it's not too far off. I don't think I'd like to avoid using the rifle, just because if the red deer are around, that might just push them further to try to deal with. I'm curious if I can... Okay, well, apparently Sika are over there, but I don't need those right now. I'll see if maybe I can pull this whitetail to us. Now, I'm not sure what I'm dealing with up ahead, because, like, those two sound bubbles, I don't know if they would be... I don't think the whitetail that was there got scared off. There's a lot of sound bubbles starting to show up, although all of them are just like these little, clicks and things. I'm going to try to crawl an inch and see if I can get a sighting on that whitetail that was calling. My other option is to try a high fitness call. Ooh. Something picked me up from some way. Okay, I got a whitetail out there, and I think I got another one closer to me. I can't tell which is going to be which. Because I think it was just a one-star adult male that I wounded. I came on for... Oh! Okay, I see there's one right there. I don't see an arrow sticking out of him. So I don't know if he should be the one I go for, or I should try to wait for the other one. I'll just try and see if I can get a better zoom and see. Yeah, like, I don't think I see anything sticking out of him there. There's that guy back there, but I can't tell because of the distance of, like, what's going on with him. Yeah, you don't really seem to care at all. Even, like, it is weird. You can stand right up before them. They don't really care. It's only, I guess, once you start moving, they kind of get triggered to you. But it does make me think maybe the other one is the one I need to try cleaning up with. But now I don't even see where it's gone off to. I see some pigs back there. Maybe we'll try getting this guy with the bow just for... Says he's alerted, but he's not actually looking in our direction. And yeah, the wind shouldn't be affecting him. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit odd. It's like, we stayed down low for a long time. And only now did he kind of... Yeah, we're just going to see how we can keep this going. It's like, he gets alerted. I'll see if I can get towards, like, I think it's the 55 meter is our, Oh, and now he's trotting off. Okay, he's gone. I don't know where that other whitetail went off to either. Now we can at least crest this hill and try to take a look and see what has been making all the sound out that way. Or we can. If there wasn't the trees in the way. Okay, so my guess is that's probably the other whitetail we had been seeing down there. I just have no way of being able to know... How... Okay, is the wind in the opposite direction from what I'm seeing? Because, like, it's supposed to be blowing this way. But how at, like, 160 meters away, with staying crouched and only going, like, at its speeds, am I alerting something that's, like, on the other side of this woodland here? That feels like something's not working with the animals. Yeah, something is really off if they're, like, alerted to that. Okay, but let me try calling this guy and see if I can... maybe pull him in to be visible. It sounds like he's just on the other side of this little bit of a ridge here. So yeah, that's about 40 meters there. So he's just out of view. Yeah, I'm going to take the shot on him. The other guy, I didn't see any sign of the arrow stuck in him. So, although we won't be able to get the red deer objective to complete that, at least we'll clean up the series and not leave something else out and about. Or at least hopefully won't, because I'm pretty sure that was a lung shot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That should not have been... At this distance, too? That shouldn't have been a body shot. That should have been a... Okay, something. Yeah, this is also supposed to be a tier 6 rifle. Something feels like it's going a little weird here. Like, I could have sworn that would have been a lung shot from where I placed it, unless, like, the angling had it more go up along the ribs than where I thought it was going to. See, I'm just looking at the back end of this guy. And neither call seems to have brought any reaction. Yeah, I don't know. Something feels a little weirder when it comes to the animal AI compared to when we were doing other parts of the series. Or like other DLCs. Because for as much as he's calling out, which makes me think it's not just grazing and feeding, and it's like more roaming, there is surprisingly little reaction and such that seems to be coming through. Okay, at least we dropped that one, so let's just start investigating. See, I didn't... Some of these shots I thought would have been okay, others really have not proven to be. I want to see how many shots this guy has in him. As yeah, my thinking might be when it does come to Way of the Hunter, adding the extra difficulty just feels like it makes things far more finicky, and it just reduces your ways of being able to really want to hunt. Like, having tried both calls, and neither of them seem to... Oh. I guess this is where you were. Okay, so this was a single shot on you. Yeah, hunt rating went down. Oh, see, you were a high fitness, but you didn't have any reaction to us using that caller. And now here's the question. Do I try to follow along the blood trail here and see what direction that went, or just let it be about in the world? Like, I know it's all digital and stuff, but I still kind of want to try to see if I can clean this up if possible, but... Although, even with this shot, I don't see a single bit of, like... Oh, okay, here we go. I was going to say, I'm not really seeing much of a blood trail to follow for it. We got a little bit here. And then, okay, so I was seeing something here correctly. Now, is that it? That might be the case. I'm trying to remember, I thought I saw it going, trotting off this direction still. Yeah, I think that one whitetail we'll just have to let go. It doesn't really make me want to get a, some target ranges that actually have, like, the animal cutouts to them. Just to help a little bit more when it comes to knowing where to place the shots. and working with other weapons, like, say, the crossbows, the compound bows, some stuff like that. Oh yeah, something got scared off, so that could well have been the other whitetail. Yeah, we'll just get to a good view of the sunset. I did hear... I don't know if he'll... No, see, I can't even see him because he's down like a hill or something there. Yeah, God, that's... The terrain feels like it does not take into consideration, like, how it would, like, block you from sounds reaching and such. It's like, he is hissing over this direction, but he can't even see me. Yeah, we'll just... It's not exactly clean. But maybe that's the one that's been getting away a couple of times on us. I'm just trying to clean up here and put it down for good. No, completely different animal that I've never even gone for before. Yeah, we'll end things off looking off into the sunset here from Matariki Park. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, shoot in the comments right down below. Again, unless there's comments requesting Matariki Park keep going, we'll probably end things off here, move on to Prehistoric Hunt, and then see what we'll do in the future for our hunting weekend slot there. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode and through this series. And until I do catch you in the next video or episode or series, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.